Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Perillo. You're watching me live on Twitch, flying solo, because that's usually what I'm doing. Actually, I'm sitting solo, not sitting on solo. One thing is different tonight compared to the last 27 days or so. There are no hologram slash force ghost figures behind me because we're pretty much done. We're done. We're finished. Done. Wrapped it up. The last one was completed yesterday evening. This Grogu, which I'm sure Sith Lord Brit loves. Shout out to Sith Lord Brit. The child is in the pram. And this turned out well. The pram turned out so well that I'm probably going to be reprinting the pram. Let me go ahead and pop Grogu out just to show you. Teeny tiny Grogu. Teeny tiny. You love him so much? Well, he loves you. I've got it on good authority. I also have to make sure I grab all of my equipment. Every time I sit down to do this, I have to rejigger a few things before actually beginning the stream. And then when I do that, I knock things over. Shock. What's this? Smuggler's Run, figure set, Star Wars. Oh yeah, that's been online for a while, I think. Yeah, that's the one with Hondo Ohnaka, who was recently made available again from Target, the Black Series figure, when they did the Galaxy's Edge special merch. In fact, I have the two variants, you might remember, of the Hondo Ohnaka Black Series 6-inch figure. The 6-inch figure is the same. The box is mostly the same, with one having a First Order symbol and the other one having the Resistance symbol. So Hondo Ohnaka was shipped with both, so there's a variant in that particular figure. So here we go. Shout out to Sith Lord Brit. Give her a follow if you have not. Of course, we rated her on Tuesday because she was doing her show. It was kind of like, I felt it was a two for her. I didn't know the other guy, but I knew Director Chronic, who I've absolutely recommended, not just being a part of the Garrison myself. But I thought it was appropriate to raid that night more than any other night because, Brit's been putting extra energy into that effort, and I want to support in as many ways as possible. No problem. This is the not the aqua translucent filament that I've been using for a while. This is actually the good old Jesse PLA. Man, that was my mic that I knocked over, and now it's sitting on the keyboard. Let me try that again. Good old Jesse PLA. Hey, at least I didn't knock the printer. Give me credit for that. So, yeah, I decided to go with this one tonight. It's an Imperial cylinder, as illustrated specifically by the Aurebesh that you can see in the picture-in-picture. The Imperial cylinder being one of the items that an Imperial officer might be wearing in any Star Wars piece of content. I can't say movie anymore. This would have been styled like the Imperial officers in cylinders, the data cylinders in Rebels. And so I thought, okay, this looks good. This looks decent. Needs just a little support. And I figured, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. And I'm using a filament that I've used in the past. Jesse PLA. It's not pink. And let me get this straight again. It is pure magenta. Because I guess I was supposed to use it for lithophanes. I'm trying this filament, not just for more Star Wars objects, certainly, but I'm trying this filament specifically because I wanted to see if I would still have the same problems I had a while ago, and that would indicate that I still need to replace that tube in my hot end, because I'm still getting the weird kind of lines, the banding, if you will, going all the way up. So this was more of a test object than anything. But, it's Star Wars. Even as a test object, it's got to be Star Wars. Speaking of Star Wars, I got a couple of things today. A few things today, including this. It is a... it's not an actual droid, but it smells like an actual droid. An R2-D2 air freshener. In case you wanted your car, let's say, to smell like R2-D2. If that's the case, you may want to get one of these. It was $3 or so, about half off the normal price, which, you know, $7 for 2 of these, by the way. 1, 2. See, there's 2 behind me, or behind it. I also got the Vader one. This is the one that caught my eye. It's like, whoa! Can't believe I found these. Really nice to be able to score an air freshener. So if you want to smell like Sith, this is the thing to get. To freshen your air like Sith. It's awesome. I think you will agree. So each one came with 2 pieces. Each one was half off the normal retail price. And just as awesome. The year these were made, is that the question? I don't know. A few years back. They're not new. I've seen them before. In fact, I'm not sure if I've used the Vader one before. We don't really hang air fresheners. We don't need them. I smell that good. I smell delicious. Absolutely delicious. So, you're naturally Sith-scented, Sith Lord Brit. You know what? I didn't want to make any assumptions. I did assume you smelled like that. I have Darth Vader cologne, by the way. Did you know there's Darth Vader? Hang on. Give me a second, Brit, just for you. I'm gonna go get my Darth Vader cologne. I've got 4 of them. There were 4, at least that I know of, and there could have been more made, believe it or not. I would have been right in the assumptions. Well, this is a newer one, a Zara Vader cologne. And I got this one recently. It was part of like a 3-pack. I think it came with a Yoda, a Trooper, and then this Vader. So this was awesome. And then I got this one. This one was from her universe after it was renamed Our Universe. Actually, here, it's turned around. Give me a second. Because the helmet comes off. And then it's the Dark Side fragrance. 100 milliliters. Huge. So you can smell like that if you want. Oh, it is fun. This is how I have fun. So even when I'm not wearing Star Wars, assume I smell like Star Wars. That one. There is the Dark Side. Who made this one? Let me see here. Doesn't really say who made this one. It smells good. I like it. Obviously, because it's like half out. It's a good one. I don't know if I have a favorite. This one's probably close to it. This particular Vader cologne. It may actually be this one. And this was the first Vader cologne I ever collected several years ago. I'm not sure if they made Vader colognes in between. But yeah, I'm a big fan of finding Star Wars colognes. A scent review? I don't know if I could do that, but you bet Darth Vader has smell like when you accidentally suck up something in the vacuum and it starts burning. Probably. But this is, actually, I think I'm going to put that on. Yeah, this one's sweeter. This one I haven't worn a lot. The Zara is brand new. Slightly, almost a woody types of scent. This one, very musky. And I like musk. Musk is like, I hate musk melon. That's what we call musk melon. That's right, I spray the top of my head. You know why? Because I sweat out of it. Keeps me smelling good as I sweat throughout the day. You know? You feel me? So 4, not 1, but 4 Darth Vader colognes. I wasn't expecting to show those tonight. Top notes and under, I couldn't tell you. Bren just cuz, this is an Imperial cylinder that an Imperial officer would have worn. I've got Garbage Pail Kids, so if GC Laredo is here, I haven't seen him chime in. Needs a lot of cover for the smells. Yeah, that's Vader. This is not from GC Laredo. I will blame GC Laredo for pushing me down this path to get the Chrome Series 2. Or Chrome, I should say, Chrome OS Series 1. I haven't found a good price on 2 yet. I will be slotting these soon. That's just a little preview there. Possibly on the weekend. I may be slotting these on the weekend. It'll be a nice, fun little weekend activity. So the Garbage Pail Kids came in. This is the full series of Chrome OS 1. I have a lead potentially on a good price, or at least a trusted vendor for Chrome OS Series 2. And I'm waiting to hear back from them. They may be kind of busy. One of the creators of Garbage Pail Kids was the founder of Comic-Con. Oh, interesting. Well, Comic-Con is it's a pretty big event. And there are many, 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 many Comic-Cons. I also got the Lost, I guess a subset of OS Series 1. Or Chrome OS 1. Chrome OS Series 1. As opposed to Chrome OS. Right? No, but Chrome. As in... Not Chrome. Chrome is in, the finish of the stickers. Not Chrome as in Google Chrome or Chrome OS. Didn't mean to throw anybody off. I'm sure you're confused. Go cry. Because if you're crying, why is he not talking about web browser? He's only talking about Garbage Pail Kids. Well, I'm going to talk about Darth Maul because I said yesterday when we were going to open him, I didn't say anything about today. So today, that's what we're going to do. I'm looking for the tape. Today we're going to slice into Darth Maul. Before we get to, I think this is the figure of the day. Before we get to the ultimate figures of the day, and you'll understand what I mean by that, and I know you're already thinking oh, wait a minute. Wouldn't this be the ultimate figure of the day, this Darth Maul? Yeah, I suppose. But I've got a gift package from I don't want to spoil it. This I bought. This is something I got for myself because every person deserves to have a Maul. This is the only Maul that I'm interested in seeing. It's a good Maul. This is probably one of the better Mauls. I like this Darth Maul more than I liked the previous Darth Maul, Canon Maul. I like Sith Apprentice Maul a lot. It's a nice Maul. Yes, I have seen that exhibition, Beauplay Photos, the Star Wars Identities exhibition. At least I think I have. If it wasn't that, then it was... What was it called? Costumes? God, now I can't even remember. Oh, you went to the mall. Nice. Hello, Sushi Boy Simon. Good to see you again. We're the last country, to get that exhibit. I'm not sure if I got it. By the way, thank you for following Cenobite Offsec. Not sure if I got that handle correct, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. Now, this is the thing. This is the thing I got. This is the thing I'm happy to have had. In fact, I probably should have... I thought I did. Did I not? Give me a second. Okay. I have to give an update. There we go. I had to update Yoko. And the reason why is because she was instrumental in getting this for me. Super 7 sent this gift box. I'm happy about that. I'm thrilled about it because I was on the fence as far as these figures were concerned. Now, you know me. Yeah, I love figures. Specifically, Star Wars figures, yes. But I'm also a fan of 5 POA, or the 3 3/4 inch scale. More 5 POA than that scale, but 5 POA specifically at that scale. And I know I'm not the only one who enjoys that kind of thing. So, I think it was in her birthday stream the other day. Gonna grab my Darth Vader scissors. And she heard, or I think I mentioned, that I was on the fence with getting this particular set. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to do it. Because I was interested, but I knew that it would dominate my destiny. Oh, man. Oh, man! Well, there's a first time for everything. And the first time that I'm talking about is specifically, let's see here. Oh man, this is a shame to open, but man, I'm gonna do it. Not Power Rangers Hollywood N3D, Star Trek. I've got Star Trek figures. The first time in my entire life I've ever been interested in Star Trek figures ever, because they're 5 POA, and you know they're going to continue to produce them. That's what had me kind of going, do I really want to start collecting them? Oh, I'm in trouble. I know. Hollywood. They sent these to me. So I'm so happy. I will tell anybody at Super 7, you send me any one of your reaction figures, because I'm a fan. I'm not saying that I collect all Super 7 figures or all Super 7 reaction figures, but I have quite a collection of Super 7 reaction figures. Picard, is it Picard Day today? We need to clean up squad at Chris's house. He's been contaminated. No! Oh man, this is awesome. Hang on. I'm trying to get him lined up so I can give you one shot of what I assume is like the first of several series. I watched Star Trek. Thank you, Coda120. Coda120's with me. Rest of y'all have abandoned me. But look at this. I've got Star Trek figures. Ah! Oh man. Oh, there's just something about 5 POA. I was on the fence. Because you know, if you're gonna get one, you gotta get them all. Like that's just the rule, right? And I also gotta say it's a shame that I'm going to be opening these. By the way, if I only got one, it would be Locutus of Borg, right? This would be it right here. This would be the one. Because that would be the one that I would be inclined to collect. I watched TNG. I don't know if I really would, sit down and specifically try to watch it again. I've enjoyed it. Watched it in college. I can't say I've seen every particular episode, but it was a thing that we did. Y'all are cracking me up. You're not impressed, but they are good-looking figures. Well... There's a lot of good Super 7 figures. And the reason I love the Super 7 series is, number one, I mean, they've done a really good job recapturing that bit of nostalgia. Two, this looks like Wesley Crusher if Wesley Crusher was a Star Wars or Kenner figure. That's specifically what he looks like. Like, you can't beat it. Like, it's too good. And I gotta tell you, it's a shame to open them because these cards look awesome, if I didn't clarify that. So, Will Wheaton, and I've met him several times. He spoke at an event I ran for 10 years. He's going to be the first one I'm going to open, because I'm opening all of them. Open up my Star Trek figures. I'm doing it. Gonna do it. What did you think the title was? A tease for nothing. Star Wars versus Star Trek, and here's the thing: you can enjoy both. Paging Sheldon, he eventually came around. You can enjoy both Star Wars and Star Trek. You don't have to collect both. But Super 7 has just upped their game, not just with the card art, but specifically with the quality of the figures themselves. Let me check. Okay, there's no accessory. All right, that print is done. I'm going to start the second one here in a second. They've upped their quality in terms of, like, you're getting a Super 5 POA, Super 7 5 POA, but a Super figure. 5 POA, like high quality stuff. Sorry, he's blurry there. Will gets blurry. This is high quality stuff. High quality plastic, high quality paint app, high quality design. Like, this is spectacular. It's anything and everything I might have wanted were I a Star Trek collector, a Star Trek aficionado, and it's just... and the reason why I would have wanted something like this is because they would have played very well alongside the Star Wars figures that I had growing and that I still have, right? The vintage Star Wars figures, the true vintage. Enjoy both, but you lean heavily towards Trek. I know you're a huge Trek fan, huh? Eh, Chris? Well, I'm both Star Wars and Star Trek. I've watched, anything and everything that's been produced in modern years from the Paramount, like in relation to Star Trek. Discovery is my favorite Star Trek. And I know some people say, blasphemy! No, man! I enjoyed the hell out of DS9. In fact, I did rewatch that DS9, like, in totality 2 or 3 years ago. Like, for real. I don't know if I could do the same for TNG. Trying to get I'd assume... Hang on, just a second. The phaser out. I guess I'm going to need... The tape is really taped on really well. Discovery is the best. Totally agree, Sushi Boy Simon. Totally agree. And where's the Trek nerd tonight? He would be loving this. Okay, Data has got a really good likeness. Like a really good likeness of Brent Spiner. Fantastic likeness. Like, if I got 2 figures, it would be Locutus and Data. Sorry, maybe I need to pull back a tiny bit. Kind of tricky to get the focus. There we go. I think he's good. Is he gold? He's golden. Gold-ish. Or let me put it this way. I don't know if I can...
GC Laredo 207 just resubscribed for 4 months.
GC Laredo, I was just talking about you a few minutes ago. So can you? I'll get to you here back to you in a second. Wesley Crusher's got a lighter tone versus Data, not quite gold, but definitely yellow. So true to that. Thank you, by the way, GC Laredo, for using your Amazon Prime sub on little old me. Very appreciated. You didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. I was making mention of your name because I'm going to be slotting these this weekend. I got Chrome OS 1 in with the Lost series as well. So I got a decent price on these. I did contact Clint, and he says he might have an OS 2 full set for me. I'm waiting to hear back from him now. Yeah, Chrome Series 1 right there. Done. And now I'm opening Star Trek figures. Going to move on to Guinan. See, I mean, that's the thing. I didn't even have to look, right? I know enough. It's just I never knew... I never wanted to collect a Star Trek thing. It wasn't something that, the figures were just kind of big and bulky, kind of not exactly He-Man-esque, but I just wasn't into, that kind of sculpt. But a 5 POA, absolutely. Absolutely. They did a good job with her, too. Dude. Do not balk at what Super 7 is doing across the board with so many licenses. And let's see here. I think in a few more days, if not, is it tomorrow? We're going to find out what they're doing with G.I. Joe. Oh, I'm so looking forward to that. Aziz Light, what are we doing? What are we doing? Let me know what we're doing here. Gotta tell me the color. White? Alright. I had rainbow, but we'll go white. That's white for you. That's what white looks like. I'm still in the middle of opening the figures before I get the next print going here. Is Guinan. And I think you will agree that she, like Whoopi Goldberg, good, solid likeness. Solid likeness. Because there's going to be a Series 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is Worf Season 1. You can tell because of his hair. Which is interesting, right? So this Worf, right? Look at the hair here. That's like later seasons. And this hair. This is Season 1 hair. Are you surprised I know as much as I do? I just don't know. I don't talk about Star Trek a lot. It's not that I haven't enjoyed it. That is season 3? No. This is later season, yeah? His hair was like that in the first season, wasn't it? Now, give me a sec. Look at his hair. Worf, season 1, TNG. And of course, I think he also, didn't he have a different, wasn't he in Red, season 1? Oh, man. Hang on. Is it? Dude. I may be misremembering. No, dude, look at his hair, season 1. Look at his hair. Dude, I'm telling you, his hair. That's a later season hair No. Now I'm curious. This looks like later season hair. He looked awesome like that. But I think he was originally a red shirt, no? Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. He's got a sash. Yeah, I knew Science Officer was blue. He was definitely not that. He wore the red uniform until Yar's death and took over the head as head of security. True, that was it. That's how he switched. Denise Richards? Yeah. Yar? Second. Getting out the phaser. The card is season 1 and 2. Okay. So this would be season 2 then? Season 2 hair? Because it's definitely not later season hair. I can't imagine. This is so cool. I've got Star Trek figures. I'm kind of beside myself right now. We got Data and Worf. And Jean-Luc Picard. Another light? Where is Luke? I don't know. What are we going for? Blue? We can do blue. Oh, that's green. There's blue. Alright, blue. I know I shouldn't be like tearing through the cards like this. No, save the cards! Save the cards! I save Picard. But not the card. Oops, I dropped my remote. It's nice that some of them came with phasers. Nice accessory, too. The phaser detail is spectacular. The quality that Super 7 is producing, and I'm not just saying this because they sent these to me, because like I said, I've purchased plenty of Super 7 figures, and will continue to, being a 5 POA collector. The Reaction series is just, it's spec-frickin-tacular. That's Picard. A pretty decent likeness, a good Kenner likeness of Jean-Luc Picard there. There we go. Picard's going to stand up. And then last, but most certainly not least, I love this figure. I mean, those are good. These are good figures. They're solid figures, right? This is a great figure. You love Star Wars figures? These aren't Star Wars figures. They're Star Trek. Oh, an ASMR unboxing now. That's what you just redeemed? All right, hang on. I'm unboxing a Locutus of Borg right now from Super 7. Just look at this. Look at this card back. This is an absolutely spectacular card back. Even the front is just, it's breathtaking. I want all of my figures to be 5 POA. I know, I just said it. It's true. I love 5 POA. And now I can say I officially collect Star Trek figures. Yeah, Star Trek. Oh, you got excited. You were typing furiously. Well, I'm telling you, if you're into Star Trek, y'all need to get this. Y'all need to get the Star Trek series, which I assume is first of many. Because, man, these are awesome. Every one of them. Spectacular. Anything and everything I might have ever wanted in a Star Trek figure. I know I'm probably alone in that. The 5 POA. Super 7 does such a good job. Just look at the details on this. Front, back, top, bottom. It exudes quality. It's everything about this is just, it's astounding. It's amazing. The scale. Like, the 5 POA, it's just 5 POA, all the things. Much better detail than in any Star Wars figure. Well, I wouldn't go that far. All I'm just saying is, like if you were into Star Trek, like, I can't imagine you skipping out on any one of these. I can't. I really can't. Like, these were made for collectors specifically. In fact, I think they even market them like that too. Let me see here. I think they, like, somewhere, warning, choking hazard, adult collectible, not a toy, ages 14 and up. So it's an adult collectible. And they are absolutely collection worthy. Like, if I were to do, like, toy photography with these, like, I have Star Trek figures. So no one can come along and say, I just care about his Star Wars. Not anymore. Not anymore. Star Wars and Star Trek. I now can say I collect both, thanks to Super 7 and Yoko. Very much appreciated. The people that collect Star Trek are much more intelligent than Star Wars collectors. Well, Mark H, I can't go that. I'm not gonna. I can't back that up. That's the thing that's nice about what Super 7's doing, though, is I feel like it's something that I enjoy. Figures. It's a scale I enjoy, but I also don't feel like it's. They're limited, right? I mean, they're not. I mean, they could keep going and going and going, but I can collect, let's say, for the Power Rangers, right? I picked up the green and red Power Ranger and then the Megazord. And I don't feel like I have to get all the Power Rangers figures just to get those, right? So I can collect Power Rangers the way that I would like. And I can have a little collection without getting overwhelmed and having a big collection. This is the way that I would prefer to collect. And so Super 7 has only gotten better over time. They satisfy that itch that I have. And like I said, I'm not just saying that because they sent these along. I'm saying that because I have many Super 7 collections. The Transformers, I've got all of them. The Thundercats, I've got all of them. And we'll continue to, because you know they've got to produce Wily Kit and Wily Cat and Snarf. They have to be coming. I've collected the Masters of the Universe, although my one regret is even though I have the first Super 7 figures I think I got were the Grayscale figures. I think they were like a Comic-Con exclusive, the Powers of Grayscale figures. I didn't get the mail-away figures. They were like the prototype 5 POA He-Man figures, and I didn't get those. I got the Grayscale, and I got this is when I was kind of on the fence. I pretty much have every Masters of the Universe on card, Super 7 figures, minus Man-at-Arms. That's the only one I don't have. And I missed my chance. And now they're too expensive. Way too expensive for me to chase down. But I am missing that one in my Super 7 collection. I've got the Turtles, just the 4 Turtles and Splinter. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, as much as I would like them all, it's a lot of money. And so that's why I'm really grateful when they pass this kind of stuff. I mean, they haven't done this before, and I will say, you know where I am. You said this one. I'm a Super 7 fan. Will be for life. Keep doing the 5 POA stuff, even with fandoms I'm barely connected with, like the Power Rangers. I'm not connected to the fandom, but it's 5 POA, figure. I had to. Okay, we're gonna get this going. Coda 120. You'll be happy to know we got some supports. I've got to move my Darth Vader cologne. I do have the Voltron figure. I think they only released one. The assembled Voltron, really big. I do have that one. Actually, most of the Super 7 figures I have 2 of. Masters of the Universe, I only have 1 of, sadly. Because I want to be able to... I want one to keep one in the box, and I want one to open. And that's typically how I've gone. I'm starting to not loosen up, but loosen up a tiny bit with that. For example, these are loose. I also tore loose the Marvel Retro series. Those are also 5 POA, same scale. But yeah, let's go ahead and flip over here. I'm going to move my Star Trek figures. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, wow, these are so well done. Down to the comm badges, dude. This is spectacular. Man, I'm glad Paramount let him do this. Or whoever might have had the license, because, dude, these are just... They're too good, dude. Easily the best Star Trek figures ever produced. The only ones I've ever wanted. I've seen them thrifting, too. There was a huge haul the other week. It wasn't a great price. I could have gotten some old Star Trek figures for like $5 a pop, but I'd be like, what am I going to do with these? Like, they're here for a reason. Nobody else, wanted them on card. They just didn't do it for me. I probably should have, and then possibly turned around and sold them on the marketplace. Okay, let's go ahead and flip this over. Give me a second. Gotta do this. I haven't done this in a long time. Removing supports. Did I forget? I don't know. I also probably got to get the thing that I want to print going. Yeah, let's do that. Because the thing that I'm about to print is gonna take us through the stream. I mean, there's no way it's gonna finish up before the stream's over. It's gonna take too long. I'm basically printing a Princess Leia high quality in this filament because I figured I'd give it as a gift to Jedi. I think she'd get a kick out of it, a pink Princess Leia figure. I'm also going to do one with Rey and Rey, Vader possibly. Maybe doing 2 of those. And then Kira as well. I think she'd get a kick out of that. But the Princess Leia for sure. That's basically, I'm spending all this... Oops, sorry about that. Spending all this filament. Not on lithophanes, but basically... stuff for Jedi. Alright, so there's that. It's going to get going. I'm going to flip over here. Now that that's working. And go to this view. There we go. Out of the way. Get our tools out. There was a great disturbance in the force after watching that unboxing. Yeah, but you enjoyed it. Admit it, Hollywood M3D. You want one. Admit it. Admit it. You, dude. Admit you want this figure. Admit it. Just admit it. You didn't have a problem standing up there. There we go. Dude, kid me would have freaked out over this.
Big_fan 2019 just resubscribed for 7 months.
Well, thank you so much, big fan. Appreciate your support. 7-month streak. Amazing to have you here. He looks straight like out of like the Cantina, dude. This could have been a Cantina alien. I totally would have done that. I did that with so many other 5 POA 3.75-inch figures when I was a kid. Like Clash of the Titans, or anything like that. A monster or a creature, robot, anything like that. That looked like it could have been a Star Wars figure. I was absolutely into that. I absolutely did that. I'm a little concerned because I don't know how this is attached. Star Trek, why, Chris, why? Oh, come on. It wasn't that bad. It was great. Oh, y'all. Crack me up. Well, y'all know I'm a fan of the scale, so that's not a surprise. That's the great thing about being a fan of many things and being a fan of a certain kind of thing, is you're not, I don't feel like I'm betraying anything. Because remember, Star Wars is fantasy, Star Trek is sci-fi. There's a big difference between the two. Sorry if this is not exactly There we go. Wasn't sure I was going to be able to get all the supports out there, but I think I did. Mostly. There's some more in there. I gotta be really careful because there's supports in the crack. Oof. Forgive me, Lord Vader! Forgive me, Larzeus! I haven't sinned! Hang on. Dude, does it not look like... Hang on, just a second. Let me grab a...
I have you now.
No, you don't! Do these two not look like they could be battling each other? Like, how could you not, like, see this and go, yeah, dude, like, this is exactly the crossover we've all deserved. How is that not the crossover? Larzeus, you're cracking me up. Come on, this is like, it's perfect. Come on. I know I'm not the only Super 7 fan out there. I know I'm not. I absolutely know I'm not. Super 7 has made a lifelong fan. I'm more of a Super 7 fan than I am a Funko fan.
I am your father.
Well, that remains to be seen, Mr. Vader. Jawa, you friggin' stay away. You stay away from my Locutus. Resistance is futile. This thing is all bent out of shape here. Got a little bit of supports here on the bottom where I used the didn't use a brim, or did I use a brim on this? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I did. I used a brim, and there were some supports. Dude, I'm just telling you, it's outstanding, freaking outstanding. Come on, you know, how can you deny? What's the printer doing, crossing over the lines? Well, Casual Gaming Dan, it is currently laying down the brim for the variety of pieces in this Princess Leia figure that I hope will be done. Not before the end of the stream. There's no way it's going to happen then. At least they won't.
It's a trap!
It is not Hollywood N3D. Come on, dude! Everyone is gonna need a Locutus in their cantina. Like, okay. Let's see if I can. Give me a second. You cannot tell me with a straight friggin' face. You cannot tell me. Sorry, Vader, I'm gonna move you. Let's get Locutus to stand up here. Now, this is blasphemy to some collectors, right? They're like, wait, how could you put vintage alongside modern? You cannot tell me in this lineup. Well, see, Jabba, I'm very glad you're entertained. You cannot tell me in this freaking lineup that Locutus does not look like he belongs. You can't, he looks like a Cantina. This is the thing about that particular scale. It's so, and I mean, not to mention, he looks like a vintage figure, a vintage Kenner figure. Man, I don't talk about Star Trek all that often. It's usually because of Tusken Raiders about to come in here and try to convince me that I'm wrong. You will collect. Oh yes, you will collect. Everyone's got their scales. Everyone's got their favorites. There's a little bit of support back in the back there that I can't really get to.
This is the way.
This is the way. I totally agree. Completely. Utterly agree. Absolutely. Sound alerts are way loud. I don't know if they're way loud, but I might be able to make some adjustments. I'm trying to be careful with the removal of the supports under here because I don't want to pop off the where it actually is sticking. Oh, you probably can barely hear my voice because the mic was on the other side. That's why. There you go. That's a little better. I'm not even sure how these supports, or this support has adhered. I'm just trying to get it out. Not that I need to, it's not, there we go. This piece here was basically the support underneath the, it's like one peg is separating that particular component that would go over the pocket. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was on your foot, Wilhelm. I apologize. Okay. Right. I'm sorry. I moved. You good now? You good? You okay? All right, well. Let me go ahead and grab Palpatine here. We got a hype train going. What is this? What do I see? Something is wrong. I sense a great disturbance in the Force. I'm not happy about this. At all. This has made me very angry. Where are the hologram figures? I need more hologram figures. What is Chris thinking? Wait a minute. What else do I see? I see something else as I turn on the hypnotism. Boop. That's right. An Emperor Palpatine boop. Ow. Oh, my trick knee. You're lucky I was bent over when that shot was fired. Otherwise, you might have hit me. How many times have I told you, don't shoot blasters when I'm sitting here? Me, Emperor Palpatine, and not Chris. Well, you can... Hang on. What was Chris doing over here? What was he doing? This does not look like Star Wars to me. This is an abomination. How could he... It looks pretty cool, you must admit, but this is not Star Wars. This looks like a Star Trek figure. Well, I'm just grateful that it looks like a Kenner Star Wars figure. Even though it's not, it's very clearly a Star Trek figure. Yes, I know of Star Trek. I know you're probably blown away by that little factoid, but it is true. It is very, very, very true. Killing me slowly is what he was doing. Well, I'm here to save you. We can just be grateful that this was just one Star Trek figure. It's not like he got... Are you kidding me right now? What? Chris! I thought he had a brand! His personal brand is Star Wars! Yes, I know he also likes the vintage figures and
Stay
things
on
that
target.
are vintage looking, and I know he collects the other Super 7 things, but really, Chris? Really? You've got Worf, and Wesley Crusher, and Data, and Guinan, and Picard, and don't ask me how I know all those character names. Do not. I'm not a Star Trek fan.
It's a trap.
I'm holding on to them, and now I kind of get the allure. I may want to start collecting these too, right? Yes? Is that okay? Can a Sith Lord collect Star Trek figures? Is that against the Sith code? I think not. It isn't. That at least that I know of. I could be wrong. Chris also has a James Holden action figure. What is a James Holden? I have no idea what that is. We do have Star Trek in our universe. Palpatine is a Trekkie. Well, let's not go that far, okay? Just back up. One moment. Back up, okay? Just back up. Okay? Let's not go that far. Thank you. I appreciate just a little bit of patience. Let's see if we can get the hype train to leave the station tonight. We are at 95% with about 20 seconds left to go. You're cutting it very, very, very close. Incredibly close. And pretty soon it's going to say, that was it. Where's Brit when you need her? She's probably busy doing far more important things. Me? I guess I'm playing with Star Trek figures. I know how to play with Star Trek figures. I assume everyone knows how to play with Star Trek figures. Oh, Eclipse Empire comes in at the last second with 200 bits. Thank you very, very much. I'm going to play with my Star Trek figures. Hello, Mr. Data. My name is Commander Data. Yes, I know. But I was just checking to see if you were really Data or you were an Android knockoff. I have to ask, do you like the iPhone? What? Do you like the iPhone? What? You're an Android. Do you like the iPhone? It's like a catch-22. No. I don't. And I may be an Android, but I actually still use WebOS. Okay, you're old school. Old school. Look at your hair. That's old school. That hair is pathetic. I like my hair, but I don't. Well, at least I have hair. But don't rub it in. I can rub whatever I want. Okay, this conversation's getting really weird. Okay, have you seen, what was I gonna say, Dax? Hey, Deep Space Nine has not been invented yet. Okay, fine. Well, I'm going to go to my stylist to get the better haircut that I need, that my character deserves. Okay? Fine.
Show me what you got!
I'm in the middle of showing you what I got, Lazus. I got Star Trek figures that Chris left behind. So I'm having fun with them, creating my stories. Here I go. This one I'm going to call Picard versus Wesley Crusher. Shut up, Wesley! He wouldn't really say that in real life. Yes, he would. No, he wouldn't. That wasn't real dialogue. Someone made it up. It's an internet meme. No, it's real. It is real as Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra. What? Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra? I have no idea what you're talking about. You know, Shaka, when the walls fell. Timber, his arms, what was it? I'm forgetting right now. Thank you. Thank you, Lazus. Appreciate you keeping this hype train going. If only for a little while longer while I play with my Star Trek figures. Although I do not believe we're going to make it much past level 1. But fair enough. Yes, back to the Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra. It's a very Star Trek The Next Generation reference. Yes. Well, maybe one day they will give me my due as Wesley Crusher, and I will come back and have my own awesome series, or be brought back because I was a fan favorite. I wouldn't go that far. You're like the Anakin Skywalker, unfortunately, of Star Trek. Yes, but that was not well deserved because I was a prodigy. I was very smart. Well, Anakin was smart too. Yes, but the world wasn't ready for me. I agree. I think you were just fine. Thank you. Then why did you tell me to shut up?
Larzeus shared X1000.
Did you hear that? Yes, we've been invaded by Larzeus. What's a Larzeus? It is a creature capable of playing sound effects at will. Hey, that's your name. Your name's Will, right? No, it's Wesley. Where the hell do you get Will from? Oh, that's right. Number 1. That's Will. He's Will. William Riker. Yes. Now I remember. I only don't know William Riker because he's not collectible in this series yet. Okay. Well, we're going to leave now because I think we've made it all the way through this hype train as far as it can go. Thank you very much for helping start it, and the end. So there we go. We made it very far, but 10 seconds left. It's too close to call. I'm going to set my dolls down over here and walk away very slowly, hoping Chris will come back to the light, dark side of the Force eventually. I'm back. What'd I miss? What's going on here? Palpatine. Oh, he always leaves the hype train hypnotism, like, on. Someone always got to clean up his mess. The hell's up with that? Why is someone else always got to clean up his mess? It's not fair. You know what I'm saying? It's just not fair. Hang on just a second. I gotta resize that. There we go. Well, thank you. We got out of the station. Better than not doing anything, I feel. So there you go. Yay. You wonder if Wheaton would get a kick out of the dolls. Oh, I guarantee he's got to be collecting this, dude. This has got to be his favorite ever. And let me put it this way. If I was Will Wheaton, and I'm not, clearly, I would totally, this would be my favorite. This would absolutely be my favorite one. By far. I'm glad they threw in Guinan, too. Because, I mean, this is like it would have been obvious to throw Riker in, but, like, you know, Series 1, 2, 3. You know they're coming. The Palpatine guy needs to be taken outside and flogged. Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. I'm with you, Krusty. Absolutely with you. Sitting here, he was playing with my Star Trek figures. Can you believe the nerve on that man? With that man. Thank you, by the way, to Eclipse Empire. Fix 'em, dude. Sorry I missed your cheers. And certainly Larzeus for being the MVP of that particular very brief hype train. Thank you very, very, very much for that. In case I missed the thank yous during the playtime. So, do we really? We do. Nilla Gorillas. You son of a... Yep.
Fix Some Dude gifted Livin La Vida Yoko a subscription. Fix Some Dude gifted a tier 1 sub to Livin La Vida Yoko. They have given 117 gift subs in the channel.
Well, first of all, thank you to both Larzeus and to Fix 'em Dude. Fix 'em Dude to gifting Livin La Vida Yoko a sub, very appreciated. And the Fart, of course, also appreciated. Yoko! I messaged you, but like I've opened and had fun with the Star Trek figures. Total blast. Don't worry, this video will be archived. All y'all at Super 7 can enjoy it for posterity. Very, very appreciative. Absolutely love, adore Locutus. Like, this is just, it's everything. This is everything I've ever wanted a Star Trek figure to be. And I'm not just saying that because you're watching. Like, I was on the fence, but I'm like, about getting the series, right? Because I was like, if I go down that path, then I can't stop, and I know you're going to keep making more. Super 7 is a new addiction. You sit in the captain's chair at Bobacon, yes? I did. I like your music, dude. I did sit in the captain's chair. I've been to Bobacon several times. Can't remember the last time. Probably a couple years ago. Love Bobacon because they have modern stuff, vintage stuff. It's a nice mix. Here, let me go ahead and tweet this. Just playing with... Oops. Sith Lords love Star Trek figures. There we go. Thank you, Fix 'em Dude, for that clip. Very appreciated. Star Trek is better, end of story. Well, we're going to disagree on that. DG Murdoch 3. I enjoy Star Trek. Can't say I love it. I like it. And the cool thing is I can both like Star Trek and Star Wars at the same time. These are my first Star Trek collectibles. Very first Star Trek collectibles. I'm proud to say that. It's kind of fun. You know, you can't, no one get mad at me. No one say, yeah, just Star Wars. Like, dude, have you not heard me go on and on about Star Trek Discovery? And if you've not seen Star Trek Discovery, you owe it to yourself. Like, if you liked Next Generation, or DS9 certainly, or even Voyager, any of those shows, you owe it to yourself to watch Discovery. Picard, you could probably sit out. Picard was fine. Discovery, though, boffo. Discovery's very good. You've seen all the Star Trek twice over. I've probably seen Star Trek stuff more than once, for sure. You're still watching the series now on the BBC channel every day. Oh, Airwolf, it is absolutely worth catching. Absolutely worth catching. No doubt about that. You're the exact opposite. Picard was amazing to me, and Discovery has been meh. Really? Okay. Picard was fine. Let me put it this way. I would rather have something than nothing. I would rather have new Star Trek than no Star Trek at all. 7 to 9. Jerry Ryan is probably more awesome in real life than she was as the character. Although 7 to 9 kicked ass in Picard. No doubt about that. The Trouble with Tribbles? Yes, Larzeus. I never got into the original series. Wasn't my thing. Wasn't my jam. Wasn't what I, was necessarily drawn to. You just don't like Discovery's cursing and lots of guys kissing. It's hard to get my young kids to watch. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. I mean, cursing doesn't bother me. Guys kissing doesn't bother me. It just doesn't bother me. It never will. I mean, let me put it this way. Jedi has repeated certain things I've said. I'm like, oh boy. I have nobody but myself to blame, but I'm like, there are far worse things. If she was out in the parking lot, pulling, the limbs off of animals, I'd be concerned, right? But dropping a swear word, it's far from the worst thing. And I'll be honest with you. She's going to ask, well, why are two boys kissing? I'm like, because they love each other. That's why, when you love someone, that's what you do. Because they're in love with each other? That's an asset. I mean, like, it would be, how would I say it? I mean, it would be, any other response would be, God, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just like, that's the most obvious answer. It's the most obvious answer. Yeah, like Fucho. She walks around and says Fucho all the time. Your kids curse in front of a guest today? Oh, dude, that's even better. Because I'm like, her mom. What are you going to do? It's her mom. Agreed. Star Trek has always led the way in new relations. It has. Breaking down walls, breaking down barriers. We can curse. We heard Chris say... You didn't hear me say it. You heard Palpatine say it. And Palpatine only swears if we get through a level 5 hype train. So there's a little nut for y'all, if you are interested. One thing you hate about Discovery is the Klingon and the look of the Enterprise. They're both so hideous to me. Yeah, I mean, that's what's interesting about Star Trek, right? They've rebooted a few times over, and that doesn't bother me because I feel it's a nice way of kind of seeing characters in a different light, getting a different story out of that same galaxy. It's the multiverse concept. And that's why I really like what Marvel's doing with their multiverse. By the way, Loki was good. It was great. The series, I can't say the finale was like, oh, it's the most amazing thing. But I really enjoyed the series. Loki was absolutely rock solid. Thumbs up for Loki, for sure. Get the Fucho out of here? No. Chris has no control of the hide and go Fucho yourself. That's right. Palpatine said Fucho twice. He did? Twice? Didn't see the last episode yet tomorrow. I am not going to spoil it for you. Do not worry. It was fantastic, though. Absolutely awesome. Thank goodness he has lots of nieces and nephews. Oh, what, the guest? Brit? Oh, I guarantee. There's going to come a time when Jedi's going to be here, and she's absolutely going to drop the F-bomb. Guarantee. Or S. She's going to say F or S. And I'll look at her and like, that's a daddy word. I'm like, no, it's okay, hon. If she says them, like, yeah, it's okay. It's just a word. That's the way I look at it. Like, the meaning is what we place upon it, right? And it's become taboo to the point where, ooh, it's a bad word. Well, it's not a bad word. It's a word. There are far worse things that someone could say apart from a quote-unquote swear word. I've heard them say very hurtful things. That's bad. That's considered... I would be more concerned if she was saying hurtful things than her saying, you know, or... So, did you miss the Star Trek toys? You did, X-Files! I opened them all. The Super 7 5 POA reaction figures they sent to me that I gotta say I love them. The perfect scale. The paint app is amazing. The sculpts are spot on. Super 7 is just getting better and better and better with every passing year. Better and better and better. So they sent these to me. And yeah, if you want to watch the video, the VOD will be up. I'll also clip and put it on to YouTube as well, so you can catch it there. Chris is getting rid of all his Star Wars stuff. Oh, I don't think so. That's definitely not going to happen. Your daughters are 24 and 27. They still won't curse in front of my wife or I now. What they do when they're not around is a different story. It doesn't bother me. Not just Borg, Locutus of Borg. Geordi LaForge is not in this series, so no. I'm only Super Set. That's it. Like, that's my line. That's the line that makes me interested. Like, ooh, it's a Super 7 reaction figure? Interesting. Super 7 reaction, you say? Curious. Good to see you, Amish Ace. Shout out to Amish Ace. Hope everything is going well. You remember swearing at 7 years old and got beat with the belt? Well, touche, Slapper. A, you're not 7 anymore. I assume. Maybe you're 8. And B, I'm not into corporal punishment. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. Is absolutely not going to happen. I don't like it when Jedi hits me. I'm like, and I definitely do not set that example. So I'm like, you've seen her. Sometimes she'll like be joking around. She'll hit hard. I'm like, she knows. I'm like, no, that's too far, dude. Yeah, I'm not into that at all. So if she said it in front of Diane and myself, and I just look at her, I'm like, worse things can happen. Like, who cares? Who cares? If she says something mean, I'm more concerned. If she says something, that's out of line, I'm more concerned. Dropping an F-bomb, who cares? I don't care. You watched that Star Wars Visions trailer? Really looking forward to it? I told you. Fix'em Dude asks, what makes a reaction figure? Well, Yoko could probably tell you. But basically, let's see if I can find... Okay. So you remember back in the day, right? Like, the way that action figures were presented on store shelf, they had the peg, although these were unpunched, and I ruined them, right? You'd see a figure hanging on the peg like this, in this little bubble, small scale, and it, it would be, it would be like, it would almost look like a Star Wars figure, right? And of course, there are many other figures that were available in that time, but like G.I. Joe, Star Wars, a few different movies, they all had that particular scale because Star Wars figures were just so popular, right? He-Man is kind of somewhat of an outlier. But basically, you can see the reaction logo down to the bottom, produced now by Super 7. not as toys, but as collectibles, as collection pieces. And so Super 7 produces them, and under the Reaction sub-brand or brand, and they make them look like old Kenner figures. So that's what makes a Reaction figure. It's a great... No, the packaging on every one of these figures was... The packaging was great. The figures are great. Like, the paint... Everything is everything I ever would have wanted in a Star Trek figure. But was afraid to ask. But never thought they would ever make. This is the way it was. Even when I had a girlfriend at the time who collected the other Star Trek figures back in the day, mid-90s, I was getting the new Star Wars figures, the ones that I wasn't really in love with. The Power of the Force, the buffed out, steroid-ridden Luke Skywalkers and Landos, like they're just too beefy for me. But I would have wanted something more like this for the Star Wars figures. So they have Ren and Stimpy. They do have Ren and Stimpy Super 7, and the sash is movable. It's an accessory. Cool. On Worf. They have a lot of things. They have Ren and Stimpy, SpongeBob. Was Reaction, at least for a time. Peanuts, they've also done. No one made the toys we wanted, so we made them ourselves. Well, there's the, I think that's your catchphrase, right? If that's the thing I could use. That, your ethos, your mission statement, Yoko. Being a fan of Reaction since before I think Super 7 really controlled it. Am I watching Loki later? I am not, Amish Ace, because I already watched it. Now, I wasn't crazy like Yoko and like staying up till midnight to watch it, and then I assume doing a stream, Yoko. And shout out, by the way, to Live and La Vida Yoko in case that didn't happen. X-Files, you got a couple of TMNT from Reaction. I did as well. Purchased them pretty much right away. The four turtles at least. So I have the 4 turtles and Splinter and Krang. I didn't get the others because I kind of have to limit myself. But I mentioned earlier, and I'll say it to Yoko, I'm like, whatever Super 7 wants to send from Reaction, like, y'all know where I am. I already watched, Loki. I don't want to talk about too much because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I thought it was a solid ending. Perfect way of setting up season 2. It's exactly the kind of show that I want. I love the miniseries. I enjoy them greatly. It gives us a chance to explore so many other characters that we don't normally get to see because there's no room for them in the film or a film, some cinematic piece of content. This episodic content. It knows what it's trying to be, and I love it. Good storytelling, good characters. I was interested in seeing where it was going to go. Now really interested in seeing where it's going to go with the second season. No spoilers though, Krusty, don't worry. My camera doesn't like my shirt pattern. It's fascinating. Yeah, I know, isn't that bizarre? If I stand closer, like maybe it does better. The string art looking shirt that I've had for years. It's a great shirt. What did I drop? Oh, my Vader. Vader's like, you have forgotten, but you have forsaken me. I have not, Vader. Do not worry. So, like, here's another good example of a, so I've got, my vintage Hammerhead, aka Momon Adon, before he had a name. Like, this is the way Kenner produced figures. And so now, newer figures with fantastically better detail are being produced in the same style as what Kenner produced back in the day. Hammerhead's probably a bad example because he didn't exactly have the average sculpt. But I don't know if I've got another vintage... in fact, funny thing is, I have got another vintage Hammerhead sitting over there. If it's a vintage Star Wars figure, I'm like, I'm a sucker. I'm absolutely a sucker for that stuff. Can't stop me. Can't stop me from collecting this stuff. And continuing to collect this stuff. And continuing. The only thing that I'm going to be doing tonight is... Give me a second. Okay, there's that. I've got... I'm still not quite halfway, but I'm getting through Sopranos. I'm still in the second season, towards the end of the second season. Kind of enjoying it. Really enjoying it. Interested where that's going as well. And I'm doing it because I've never done it before. I've never watched it before. Plus, I know there's going to be a prequel coming out soon. So I'm like, okay, well, I should watch The Sopranos so that way when the prequel's out, I can better appreciate it and you know be in line with everybody else. So I'm doing that. I also saw that A Quiet Place 2 is out on Paramount Plus, and I still have a subscription to that, so I'm probably going to be watching that, or I will be watching that. I just don't know when, because right now I'm kind of like, okay, let me keep going until like The Sopranos kind of like I start to feel like, okay, this is not feeling like it's interesting to me anymore. Is Sopranos on Netflix? Well, I don't know if it's on Netflix. I've got HBO Max, so it's on HBO Max because it was an HBO production. I would be shocked if it was on Netflix. The other show that I need to watch that I never did was Breaking Bad. That's another one. Just started physical on Apple TV. Oh, what's that about? I think I saw a preview for it. And it's like, that just does not look interesting. But you know, it's always those shows that just don't look interesting to me that ultimately become like the most interesting. Yes, you do. You need to be watching I know, Breaking Bad and then Better Call Saul. So it's like, I know, I'm getting there. Give me credit. I'm going back and watching The Sopranos, and it must have been produced like way back when. Because like they were talking about Y2K and like 90s, early 2000s. Like, how long ago was this produced? Like they're using cell phones that are like really ancient. Breaking Bad is amazing, and yes, Better Call Saul. So I just haven't done it. Didn't do it. Didn't watch it contemporaneously. Nowadays, it would probably be easier to watch. Really loved *Halt and Catch Fire*. I saw like part of a first episode, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Have you ever checked out the Hallmark site for Star Wars items? Coda 120, I have. I've purchased many things from them. The most recent one was the Darth Vader shaky head globe that glows with the eyes and the glitter inside. That's fun. Big Fan had posted a link, or at least a photo from the Hallmark shop. They've got the Christmas stuff coming out. They got like mystery boxes, mystery ornaments. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if I really want to pay that much for the ornaments. I mean, I would love to get a Vader, but I don't know. It's the price that usually throws me off. Your friend used to make you order Italian food when we watched all The Sopranos. Well, that would be the way to do it. You watched the whole Breaking Bad series 7 times? Oh my god, I can't watch it now. Here's the thing. Like, I mean, I'm in between a lot of series because like they're not on right now. Like I've caught up on all of them. At least the ones that I've been interested in. And so I was like, all right, well, I got some downtime. Sopranos. Okay, this is going to be my evening show. I'm going to watch The Sopranos. And so after I'm done with The Sopranos, we'll see, you know, what other shows are out. But I probably will move from Sopranos to wherever Breaking Bad is playing. I think Breaking Bad at one point was on Netflix, I think. It's like a mirror of the CA tech industry from the 80s and 90s. So good. Each season they skip 10 years. Oh, wow. Oh, kind of like, what's the show on Apple TV that I like? For All Mankind. For All Mankind is absolutely worth seeing. Check right after the season, price will probably drop. Yeah, Coda 120, that's usually the case. Although, sometimes Hallmark will send you coupons, and then I'll save up, you know, I'm like, okay, this is good. And I'll look to see, oh, does this, you know, to see what they have, if it's unique. Ornaments, I'm not really a collector. I wouldn't say they're incredibly unique. The Darth Vader, here, let me grab this, if only because Britt will enjoy it. Give me a second. This is the thing I was talking about. Where is it? I gotta be careful not to drop it. Oh, I should probably put those up too, huh? So this was probably the last Hallmark item I got. It was like May the 4th. They had like a 20% off or whatever. I'm like, well, that's something I want. So I got that. A couple of other things. I mean, like, the AT-AT tape dispenser I got. I mean, it depends. If something's on sale, sure. But the ornaments, I tend not to flip for. On sale, possibly. Yeah. Feel like you're getting blamed a lot today? Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Britt. Oh, I also installed on my Pixel 4 the new beta of Android. It's okay. I mean, it's really... I don't know. I'm not sure I like everything about it. I'm not sure if I could see myself using it. I probably could and be fine with on a new Pixel. It's okay. It's fine. I mean, performance-wise, I gotta tell you, it's made things... It's made this device snappier. So if the newer Pixel is faster, it's probably going to be better. I feel like I could get used to some of the issues that I have with it. The notifications just really... There's a lot of... To me, that's a lot of wasted space with that notification. It's a little glitchy. It's not perfect, but it's fine. I don't know. I think their personalized wallpaper stuff, I may have to like keep searching for something else that I like. I had the Mandalorian set as the wallpaper because they've got the Mandalorian app for wallpaper and style. Like you can choose the Mandalorian wallpaper. So I chose something that I thought would be like completely neutral, like gray. And the problem is like the style, it goes to blue. I'm like, I don't want blue. I don't want blue. I want like a gray. And it won't let me choose a gray. Which is just annoying as hell. But what are you gonna do? That would be funny. He's the person that sent a rail car to space. Oh, Elon? Going at the because I'm doing this at 0.1 layer height, 0.1 mm layer height, which is probably overkill for this Leia. But, yeah, what are you gonna do? The next thing I need to do is kill that spider. Frack! Give me a moment. Fudge. Hang on, sorry, everybody. There's a spider right up there. Keep an eye on it. Okay? Keep an eye on that spider. It's like right there. Give me a second. You see it? It's like right there. Hope that mother doesn't move. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Flip over there. Oh, you can't see it there. Okay, hang on. There it is. It's like right in between. It's like right up there. Right up there. See it? That little booger up there? Okay, so keep an eye on it. I'm going to get the bug killing juice and spray the hell out of that thing. Right, did it move? Did it move? Glad it's up there. Alright. I need to get the chair anyway. And I already know it's going to fall, so that's not going to be a surprise. Better not jump at me. Will it fall straight down?
It's a trap!
Okay. Wish me luck. Yeah, it fell. I definitely got it though. That's it. I don't know. I can't tell you. up here anyway.
I have you now.
Ha 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 ha. Yes! Oops, sorry. It's really bright. Let me go ahead and zoom out a bit. I may have to turn off that light while I do this. Yeah, I'm going to turn off this light. That's a little better. I'm going to be setting up those figures. That poor spider, what did it ever do to him besides help rid the house of pests? Oh, I'll tell you what it did. I'll tell you what it did. I'll tell you, buddy. It was there. It existed. Alright. Now, I gotta reset. Oh, man. I had Mighty Mugs up here. Excuse me! I get gassy when I reorganize my figures. This. Oh, 26 and 6. All right, excuse me. I actually have to hit the restroom, and then we're gonna be putting these up. We're gonna do up here. That's basically the way they're gonna look. BRB. All right, I'm back. probably start in the middle. Yeah, I'm going to start in the middle and go out. Give me a second. Let me see how that looks. Can't really see it over there, but that's what I'm doing. Alright, everybody, talk amongst yourselves. I'm not doing these in any particular order. Just making sure they stand, you know? Some of them I'm a little worried that they're going to fall over. Should. That carbonite's gonna fall over, dude. don't know how the hell I'm going to do this carbonite. This is going to fall over. That's the strut. R5D4. Tom's weapon. This one I'm worried about. Oh, yeah. Well, it's probably gonna fall. Maybe Yoda will be over there. Yeah. Yeah. 20 nights in the ice is a long time. Look at that. There we go. That's great. Look how good that looks. Look how awesome that is. That's fantastic. And then Baby Yoda goes up there too. Grogu in the pod. Dude, I want to do another one of these. Yep. That's that. Turn this on again. Thank you everybody for your patience. There's the that's where the, if you want to know where the past month went to, right up there, thank you Avaline French, and good to see you, and thank you for the bits, thank you for the cheer. A lot of work, yeah. So that's the thing, is like, if you're gonna 3D print something, you know, like, I feel like, okay, I want to be able to enjoy it. How long does it take me to dust my room? No time at all, because I don't. I decided years ago to collect dust. So I collect Star Wars figures and Star Wars stuff and dust. So yeah, that's so like, that's the nice thing, is like, people could walk in, they walk in over there, and they're immediately thinking like, oh, what are those figures? They'll go, because they jump out like, what are those? Like, well, those are hologram figures that I printed, or Force Ghost figures that I printed. And like I said, I feel like, now that I've done the whole run, I feel I want to do some other, some of those figures in different films. That's why I'm doing right now. I'm in the middle of doing a Princess Leia in pink, even though it's yeah, technically the Jessie PLA is not pink. It's what is it, magenta? It's pink, and so I've like, okay, I'm gonna do this one. And so, since I'm having problems with I know I need to replace the tube yet. I haven't replaced the tube. I'm doing it at a 0.1 mm layer height, and I think it'll work just fine theoretically. Everything seems to be going okay. So let me go ahead and not make everybody dizzy. Do this. Pop to this view. Okay, so I'm gonna rotate this back. There we go. But that, I would say, I do collect dust. I do. And like it. There's no way that this print is going to finish anytime soon. It's got another, what, 4 hours? No, I'm sorry. Yeah, about 4, just shy of 4 hours left to go. It's going to be a higher quality print, but I figure, well, if I'm letting it run, I might as well, let it run like this, High quality stuff. Ooh. Something got boogery there. What's that? What's the boogery thing there on Leia's belt? I'm gonna let it go. I may have to reprint one of these items theoretically, or booger came off of something else. So this is what I'm doing tonight. Yeah, Nomi 3, I agree. It's a good pink. It's a solid pink. I mean, it's nice. There, like I said, there's so many. I've got so many filament colors. I'm like, I want to do this and that. I want to do that and this. I just haven't done it yet. Hasn't happened. I will get. I will get to. I feel like I will branch beyond the Star Wars figures eventually. I mean, getting the cylinder done for one, that came out okay. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it could have been better, but I mean, I guess I can't complain too loudly. So, got an Imperial cylinder, a good Star Wars cylinder. Can't have too many of those. Not exactly something I'm going to be printing en masse or anything, but I just feel like, yeah, it's good. And you know what? Honestly, it is pretty close to bubblegum pink. That's a good way of explaining it. It's a bubblegum pink. It's a solid bubblegum pink. I think Jedi likes the lighter pink color. And now that I've got another rose gold, that translucent rose gold, like I said, I'm inclined to try a lot of these figures in the different colors. Like, I want to do the Vader. I feel, despite it being a challenging figure to put together, I feel I owe it to myself to do that Vader in different colors. The Troopers, for sure. I don't know, there's just something about it. I just... And if I could design, I'd be designing these types of Star Wars figures, for sure. We got an ad out the chat. Fair enough. Can do. You love the lighter pinks, Pepto pinks. These are the Peptos. Like, I don't think I've got... The closest thing I have to a lighter pink is not really a pink at all. It's the iridescent pearl. This is also an atomic. You can't... The camera doesn't pick up the pink tones in this print, unfortunately. And I don't know if we have... I mean, this to me is not exact. It's borderline obnoxious pink. Like, we've got hot pink as well. So that and I haven't done anything in it yet. There's so many filaments I have not used yet. I'm just branching slowly. Like, this is another thing I want to do. This is another thing I gotta get done. Oh, thank you for the stretch. This is another thing I want to try. You know, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You feel me? I'll get there eventually. There's 365 days of the year. I just shot through a month printing hologram figures. And honestly, I'm not sure that in looking at them, I'm not sure I would print another full series of those in any other color. I really don't. I mean, as much as I love them, and they're great, I can't think of any other filament color that I'd be inclined to print in. Like a full collection like that. I'm like, there's just nothing. I mean, I love the color red, absolutely, but I mean, a red series, I don't know. I definitely do a few, but but that, you know, it is the perfect color. So, like, I mean, like, do I have another one? I don't have an extra on me right now. But, like, you know, I've held up one of the hologram figures, the licensed figures before, and showed people, like, this is the color. It's that color. It's like spot on. So that makes me happy. Y'all make me happy. Y'all bring happiness into my life, and I appreciate that. So, buttons. You know, it's been... I see DJ Ur is playing Hollow Knight. Yoko's getting ready to go, although we just rated her on her birthday. Amish Ace, it's probably been a while. So, although he's not really going yet. He's getting there. He's building something. Does anyone else have any other raid recommendations to make? Because like I said, there's no chance this thing is getting through. Like it'll be done maybe, hopefully. I mean, I'll be in bed by the time it finishes. But I probably won't be assembling it until tomorrow and finding out what I might need to reprint, if anything, from it. Everything seems okay, minus that little booger. I don't know what that came from. That's my only concern. Might as well raid a hot tub streamer. I don't know about a hot tub streamer. Let's raid Chris Perillo. Oh yeah, he's always geeking out about Star Wars though. Ugh. He never talks about Star Trek, ever. Paxi Prime asks, are you ending the stream already? Well, it's been a couple of hours. I mean, that's pretty... I'd rather have a couple of solid hours underneath my belt and happy to have done it than, you know, I don't want to, like... I don't want to stretch the conversation beyond your comfort level just to make you feel... Because I'm not really completing anything. I did everything I wanted to do tonight. Showcased the Star Trek figures from Super 7. Finished the cylinder... the data cylinder from Star Wars, placed the figures that we had just taken a month to print. So I don't really have a goal for every one of my streams. As far as, you know, I'm as far as I'm concerned, like it's just I go as far as like, okay, where is the conversation interesting? Are people asking questions? Is it interactive, or is it just me sitting here doing nothing? And like, you know, it's usually a mix within a lot of that. Right now I'm printing another Princess Leia figure. This one, of course, in a pinkish color, or as Aveline described it, kind of a bubblegum pink, for my daughter. And very, 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 very interested to see if she's going to like it. I don't know if I'm going to print another one. Well, what is this person doing? Building a 3D printing factory. Interesting. All right. Yeah, he's doing 3D printing stuff. Sure, why not, Coda? We're gonna raid Pepstick. That's a cute pink. She's gonna love it. My hope. That's my hope. She doesn't go after everything that's necessarily pink, but the more Star Wars pink stuff that I can give her, the better. My feeling is I may be following this up with a Darth Vader pink, a pink Darth Vader, for me, for her. So two pink Darth Vaders. So the printer is now going to be running in off hours. That's the bottom line. Oh, Liz is here. Okay, well, that's Thank you, Saint Olav, for rescuing me from the vile clutches of Peslis. Hope dinner was awesome. Fixum Dude, Cheer 10. My dinner was amazing, because I made another... I stuck my wiener in the microwave again. It tastes like a sausage. No, I do not leave cats lying around here. At all. Cat. You might want to reword that. What? I stuck my wiener in the microwave. Heated it up. That was dinner. It was good. I'm telling you, no matter how you cook it, it tastes the same. I'm just telling you. Diana could have, like, fried it on the stove and, like, it would have tasted exactly the same. Maybe texture would be a little off, but it tastes exactly the same. Plus, there's fewer dishes to clean, so yay! Liz was at a birthday party. Nice, but humid outside. Oh, yikes. Yeah, I happily will avoid the humidity at all costs. At all costs. I'm kind of grateful there's not much humidity here. I mean, not just because we have the air conditioning running inside, but in Seattle in general. We don't have, this year, I haven't seen a lot of fruit flies, so hopefully we dodged that bullet. We don't have a lot of mosquitoes here. I'm so grateful for that. Your dishwasher's dead, still shopping for a new one? Oh, I think we've been largely happy with our Bosch. We probably could have gotten one better, but it works. It works well. It fits exactly the way that we've been washing dishes, or Diana uses it more frequently than I do. Me, I personally prefer to clean dishes by hand, because then I know they get clean versus having to stick it in and get it over and over again. It kind of depends on the dish, too. Bosch is on the list. Oh, cool. Ours is fine. I think the user experience could have been improved somewhat, but for the most part, it's been okay. You're going to go say hi to Ace. Have a good night, Chris. Paxi Prime, thank you for being here. We were going to raid Ace, and then we found out about this other guy. We may still raid Ace. I don't know. I can't make any promises. But really appreciate you stopping by once again. Thank you for being a part of this community. Oh, my God. You sliced Wesley Crusher. Like, you pulled a lightsaber on Wesley Crusher. Anonymous, I hope you're happy. Bosch is fine. I couldn't tell you. That's the one we went with because it was like good, decent price. Awesome style. Like it just looked like it was going to last for a while. So we were good. You haven't been to a party in so long. I would be the most awkward at it. Yeah, Aveline French. You know, I made this observation today. I have been picking up on more conversations. Like, this is the thing that's probably very interesting now. Like, for the past year, no one's heard anything, right? When we're out and about. Now I've walked past so many random conversations. Like, I'm kind of interested. Like, well, what's going on? What's happening there? That sounds fun. What are they talking about? Wesley looks like his underwear is on the outside of his pants. No. Oh, because of a sweater, the way it points down to the... I get it. It's like, no. It was very odd to be around strangers. It was outside, well spread out. So weird. I know, I felt that way when I first went to a restaurant a few weeks ago with an old college friend and her family. I was like, this is just weird. She's like, well, we're from Florida. We've been doing this for, because apparently coronavirus has been in Florida. Our governor saved us from coronavirus. I'm like, ooh, okay. She was joking. She was being facetious. But yeah, that was definitely bizarre. Definitely a little bizarre. Oh man. Woo. And now it's like, oh, I never missed anything. Is that atomic pink? No, I'm not. I didn't get an atomic pink. I went back to the old magenta to do a Princess Leia figure for Jedi. Well, I'm just kind of in the figure state of mind. I don't know. There's a lot of things. I know there are so many things that are sitting on my desk. So I did, admittedly, print something brand new. in this filament, or with this filament. The COVID is still out there. It is. Drops have been queued. You're amping yourself up for travel to Nova Scotia 2 weeks, where the virus is at 0. They want me tested at the airport, etc. Province has been locked down for over a year, and they are only accepting people who apply. Wow. Do you know why all of C-3PO BS are not polished gold? Well, none of them were. I mean, just because of the cost. Probably, and because how the metal flecks off, or how it was prone to flecking off. If there haven't been many modern figures with that type of paint deco. Hollywood. There have been one. So there was the Walgreens exclusive C-3PO. There was the Red Arm C-3PO, I think. Chewbacca C-3PO. That was the Amazon exclusive. There were 3 Black Series C-3POs. 3? Or did they make a Red Arm C-3PO Black Series? Now that I think about it, I think there have only been 2 Black Series 3POs. The Walgreens exclusive and the Amazon exclusive. Or was there a Red Arm? Okay. That I couldn't remember. It's been a long while since I've looked at the 3POs. The only other 3PO they could make at this point would be the prequel, or for episode 1 3PO, really. That'd be the last one, really. Because there's not much you could do with the 3PO. Yeah, we're going to be seeing my family, too, when they visit in another month or so. I was talking to my neighbor. We're getting work done in the backyard, so we got to get approvals and all that. But I was talking to her briefly, and I said, well, Jedi should be back maybe mid-August. She's like, that's another month. And it's like, I know. And I was like, this is like a vacation for me. I'm still working. I'm still doing things. I'm still getting anything and everything done. Taking care of everything. But, you know, that is the thing. Bum, 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 bum. Well, hello there, poggers. I know that word, but it's not American English. See no bite off sec. And thank you for following tonight, by the way. Appreciate it. Well, suppose better get cleaning up around here. Get my thanks off to Yoko. Is that 3D printing guy still 3D printing stuff? That guy that Coda found? Popstick? He's building a 3D printing factory, is what he said. Which is interesting. I'm not sure if it's interesting to everybody, but it's different, new, expanding, or potentially expanding our little community. So I think this is who we're going to raid, Pepstick. But thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Thank you for doing the very short hype train earlier. I'm looking at the word raid. I'm thinking raid, and I say raid. It's crazy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I have no idea who this person is. It was just a recommendation. I'm like, sure, I don't mind doing this. You know, give him a little attention. 3D printing stuff can't hurt. I don't know what he's all about, but we shall see together. I'm sure there are many other people who are streaming right now you may enjoy watching as well. Like I said, I'm going to continue watching The Sopranos and then potentially A Quiet Place 2. Gonna clean up, do all that stuff. I'll be back again tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific. I think tomorrow I may be doing a Pink Vader. Not gonna make any promises yet, but a Bubblegum Vader is, I think, the next thing on my list. Of like, okay, I think I want to do it in this color. Because while I've got this color loaded, I'm like, oh, what other things do I want to print in this color? You know what I'm saying? So, I love you. I appreciate you. But at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. And may the Force be with you always. Get your Tusken Raider or your Perillo Raider emotes ready. Thank you, New Future Tech 3D. Bye. Perillo Raider. Boop, 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 boop. A Pink Vader. Pater. I suppose so, if you want to call him that. Now we're going to Tusken Raid. Pep Stick. In 3, 2, 1. Love y'all. Thanks again, everyone. Can't hear him. He's not looking.
Oh. What happened? I missed all these chats. Hello.
You got rated.
Welcome. I don't have that for asking. Perillo? Well, thank you guys. There's nothing cause for free optimization of the program. So in this case, it's the user side. That's so true. Well, welcome guys. Thank you for. This is my first time streaming in probably several years. A lot has changed since last time, so I appreciate giving us off to a good start so far. Welcome everybody. A little bit of background what we're doing. So we are a production manufacturing shop. So we do production 3D printing for automotive and industrial parts. We're actually building a factory of 300 3D printers right now. So I can actually show you which 3D printer we're currently operating with. So we design our own equipment. And right now we're redesigning for a whole new iteration of the machine. So right now we're building the extruder. I'll show you, I don't want to update, I'll show you what we're actually designing. We're very early on. But this is the current machine. We've got about 30 of them running in a room next to me. Basically, this is the 3D printer. I wouldn't move it around, but I guess I can. It's going to get mad at me because the bed has it. But for now, this is the current design. And what we're doing is we're overhauling it. You want a Prusa Mini? Yeah, awesome. Prusa Minis are really good. And there's actually some of the issues that our machines have. They're based around a normal, you might see the, you can see some of the similarities to Prusa Mark III. So initially the factories
That's so cool.
were running off of Mark III. And they were okay.